Tim. Welcome to our channel, and thanks for logging on. Today we're discussing the Panerai Radiomir 1940 Equation of Time 8 Days PAM 516. You can see this stainless steel manual wind Equation of Time and purchase it on our website. Subscribe to our YouTube channel if you enjoy these videos, and please click on the card in the upper right hand corner of the screen at any time during this video to see our full listing for this watch with additional accessories included, high resolution images, and naturally complete pricing details for this Equation of Time. Now, in general, there is a customer profile for Panerai that's pretty consistent across models. You're looking for a guy with a big watch taste, with a predilection for tactically inspired timepieces, probably a history fan, but definitely a sports watch enthusiast, and probably a guy who could come from many walks of life and many different professions, many different worldviews. This watch, on the other hand, could only be considered a watch for the college physics professor who's made it. Say his book has finally gone all brief history of time with the Gen Pop. That's the target customer for an Equation of Time Panerai. Now the watch is big. It uses a unique case size, generally only used on the high complications such as the tourbillon and the Equation of Time. 48 millimeters across the broad of the case from 9 to 3, not including the crown. It's solidly larger than the 44s and even the 47 millimeter 1940s and 1950 cases. The watch also features a broad measurement from lug to lug. This is a wide watch, 57.5 millimeters from extremity to extremity. It does fairly dwarf my wrist, so to that customer profile, let's add massive forearms. And finally, because it does have a lot going on inside that case, 17 millimeters thick, this is a girthy timepiece. It's also a hefty timepiece. It's steel, not precious metal, but it has a very substantial case profile. It also has a wonderfully bolstered, contrasting stitched rectangular scale alligator leather strap. Now, it's exceptionally hardy, and you can see just how thickly bolstered it is as it approaches the lugs. It's definitely upscale. It's far more than you'd expect on a Panerai, which typically use the rubber straps and the calfskin straps for historic and practical purposes. This one, all of gator, also features a beautiful satin finished double deployant clasp. Now you can see it is trigger actuated, the twin triggers opening up both swing arms. This is perhaps one of the saving graces if you do have a smaller wrist and you want to wear this watch. The double deployant makes it easier to open and close than a single fold deployant would, and again, because this is a high dollar Panerai by Panerai standards, as well as a incredibly intricate mechanism, having the security of a true deployant rather than a pin buckle befits the price and stature of this watch. Now you'll note that the dial has a lot going on. It maintains the classic sandwich aesthetic, so a stencil on top of a fully loomed base disc, and we've seen some of these elements before. We've seen the patina style ecru loom designed to look like an aged vintage Panerai, as well as the upscale rose gold hands often used on more dress and upscale oriented Panerais, oftentimes on complications as well. But what really changes the game here is the combination of the Equation of Time scale at 6 o'clock and the month and date complication at 3 o'clock. Now, Equation of Time essentially gives you a visual representation of the difference between mean civil time and true solar time. Now, this varies continuously throughout the year. The 24 hours in a day is only an average. It's a convenience that we use. A true solar day varies quite a bit, to the point that this plus 15, minus 15 scale will move from end to end several times over the course of a year. The real mean solar time and civil time actually only coincide 4 times per year, and that's when the Equation of Time dogtooth will be located 0 at center. So what you're looking at here is the means by which you set the Equation of Time. By aligning the date and the month, the watch is programmed to know what the deviation between solar and civil time will be for that particular day. And if that sounds awfully cerebral to you, you're probably not the upscale college professor who's the target market for this watch. Now, here's the other thing. There's a lot going on in the basic caliber 2002. This is the caliber 2002E for Equation of Time, but you'll note when I pull the crown to extremity, not only does it hack the balance, and you'll note the balance is stopped on the case back, but it actually zeroes the seconds hand, so I can precisely synchronize to the nearest second. This is definitely a step up from what you see on conventional hacking seconds watches, so the watch has a premium look to it. It also has premium specification. Now the Equation of Time is interesting, but the actual movement construction and movement finish is just as intriguing. Thanks to a case-back 8-day power reserve scale, you can trace the remaining autonomy within the manually wound 3-barrel movement. Now, it is a fearsomely complex thing. 328 parts, 31 joules. You can see it has a full balance bridge, however, with a free-sprung balance. So this does have a rather robust construction in sports watch fashion. Moreover, put it on a rubber or textile strap, and with 100-meter water resistance, you can wear this watch in all kinds of bathing, swimming, and shallow diving conditions. So although a limited series, and it was a 2015 special series of 200 at a dramatically elevated price point above where Panerai typically plays, nevertheless the watch is both upscale and tough at the same time. You can wear it, use it, and enjoy it as you would any Panerai. You can see and you can purchase this Panerai PAM 516 on our website.